Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Monday. We start with all the Ronda Rousey related news. It was announced on ESPN that Ronda Rousey has signed a deal to work full-time with WWE. It says, "This is my life now. First priority on my timeline for the next several years. This is not a smash and grab. This is not a publicity stunt." She was quoted as saying, "When I first met with Triple H, I told him there are other things I can do with my time that will make me way more money, but I won't enjoy nearly as much." It's good to know that she's going to be here full time because she's an absolutely fantastic talent. So I'm glad she's here full time. And then the jacket that she wore at the Royal Rumble belonged to WWE legend Rowdy Roddy Piper and was given to her to wear at the event by his son Colton Toombs. I think that's how you pronounce it. She even returned it to him in like a proper WWE video. And then, in addition to being part of WrestleMania, Fightful.com's Brandon Howard Thurston notes that Ronda Rousey being part of the WWE full-time will help the companies negotiate with networks over the rights for Raw and SmackDown. He said major TV rights negotiations on Raw and SmackDown are underway. WWE's biggest source of revenue. They're showing TV networks that they'll have Rousey long-term can grab mainstream headlines. Exactly. That's how much she's worth to the company. And we have, according to Dave Meltzer, the current plan for her is to team with somebody against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon in a mixed tag match at WrestleMania. The match was originally discussed a few years ago with The Rock being Rousey's partner. It's unknown if The Rock will be available since movie studios don't want him wrestling due to risk of injury. So it looks like that's what she'll be doing. And we'll cover what other matches are going to go on later in this show. And UFC President Dana White issued the following comment to ReviewJournal.com regarding Ronda Rousey joining WWE. "I'm very happy for her. She loves pro wrestling and has always been a big fan, so I know how much this means to her. She keeps accomplishing everything she's ever wanted." Well, he's happy for her. That's really, really good sign, to be fair. And then how WWE attempted to swerve fans with Rousey's appearance. Even though she was one of the biggest betting odds to win, she not only denied that she was going to be at the Rumble, but she also posted a video of herself in Colombia trying to throw people off. Here's what Dave Meltzer had to say. When she was in Colombia, she threw on a chartered jet back and tried to be hidden because it was a chartered jet, and the only place anybody would have seen her, the only place to apparently tip people off would have been customs, and she didn't fly with any people she usually flies with, and she sent Travis Brown, her husband, back to California because they figured if anyone saw Travis Brown they would have figured it out. So they really wanted to hide it, but really once everyone knew the Women's Royal Rumble was going to be the last event, everyone pretty much figured it out. In addition to the Royal Rumble Women's going to last, Rousey's personal photographer Matthew Mardonis, something like that, was spotted at the arena, which was another giveaway that she was going to be on the show. Damn. So yeah, I still can't believe how much they tried to keep it under wraps, but they kind of did, because it was nice to see. I think we kind of knew it, but we kind of didn't know it at the same time, which was good. Then we go to the original plans for the US Open Challenge was originally going to be Dolph Ziggler. They decided to put him in the Rumble match instead. Ziggler is reportedly going to be at SmackDown tomorrow. So we'll have to see where this is going to go. And according to Brian of bloody hell, the Wrestling Observer, he noted that Nikki Bella eliminated her sister as part of a storyline for Total Ballers. It was noted that their brother JJ was backstage at the Royal Rumble along with the filming crew for the show. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting. And then, according to PW Insider, Rey Mysterio's return to WWE at the Royal Rumble was put together within the last week and was largely kept a secret. At the time, Rey Mysterio appears said to be a one-off and hasn't signed a new contract, but that could change. This news was reported quite a while ago, so he could have already signed a contract. In a post-Rumble interview, he did say, "Oh, it's incredible. It's been almost 3 years since I've heard that WWE fan reaction, and to be honest with you, a lot of people say it's awesome to hear that, but I tell you, I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed to come out and realise that the fans don't forget you. He added, not only the fans, but the WWE family, you know, it's a universal reaction and it feels good, it feels great. So hopefully he'll come back, because I really want to see him back. And then, if you have not already heard, Jonathan Coachman is returning to WWE to be a full-time commentator on Raw's announce team. He'll be joining Michael Cole and Corey Graves, and WWE Hall of Famer Booker T will now be going back on to the kickoff pay-per-view panels, and will continue to make appearances on Raw and beyond as WWE as a WWE ambassador. So he's going back to his pre-show panels, and he's becoming a WWE ambassador. Speaking of that, where is it? Booker T has gave his reaction to losing his spot. He said, "Congratulations to Coachman for being back with the WWE. Couldn't be more happy to be back on the pay-per-view kickoff shows with my girl Renee Young. Shucky Ducky Quack Quack is back." So he seems to be all happy with it, to be fair. That's good. And now the massive news that a New Japan Pro Wrestling's event in Long Beach, California sold out within 20 minutes. The arena can hold 5,000 seats. I think it is something around about that. They sold that out in 20 goddamn minutes. Jesus Christ. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. Goddamn New Japan. And then it was announced by Kurt Angle last night that Alicia Fox was pulled from the Royal Rumble match due to an injury. Fox reportedly suffered a broken tailbone during an in-ring Rumble workout and will be missing action for the next few months. Best of luck on your recovery, Alicia Fox. And then the two matches currently rumoured for WrestleMania 34 are Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's title and Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's. This would also explain why WWE decided to add the stipulation where the Royal Rumble winners can choose where they're going to face. So that would explain a lot of that. I mean, as soon as Nakamura won, we knew he weren't going to bloody say Brock Lesnar. So yeah, that's really good that them two sound like good matches. They don't normally do singles matches, which is really nice to see that they're actually going to do some singles matches. Thank God. And then the best news coming out, the WWE Hall of Fame will need to stock up on tables because the Dudley Boyz are going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, the Dudley Boyz have been announced that they're going to be in the 2018 class of the Hall of Fame. Apart from that, where is it? Oh my God, I cannot actually read that. I'm going to have to copy that into a bloody notepad because there is no way in hell I can actually read that. Okay, maybe open a new... Oh, that's not good. Sorry. It was also mentioned that the word on the street backstage last night was Mark Henry and Ivory are also going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Whether that will be true or not, we'll find out, because Mark Henry was not one to be rumoured, but Ivory was. So we'll have to see where they go with that. I would personally love to see both of them in the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, that would be amazing. The Hall of Fame is going to be looking stacked this year. You can join me for my whole live reactions from the pre-show to the end of it. During WrestleMania weekend, I'll be live from Friday all the way till Wednesday. I'll be covering everything, all the news, everything. It's going to be one hell of a weekend. Well, I say weekend, it's literally 5 bloody days. And then I get what do I get? 1 day off, and then it's back to Defiant Wrestling. Jesus, man. But yeah, that's a decent set of news. I mean, if you haven't seen the Royal Rumble, I mean, one, watch it, because the men's Royal Rumble was fantastic. The women's Royal Rumble was really good. I mean, bits went out, bits were really good, and then some bits was which with the talent, it's always going to vary. So I do think they've done a very good job of it. And Rousey was, I'm intrigued. I really need to watch tonight. Will she go to Raw? because you might be facing Triple H and Stephanie. We have to see. So please tune into my live reactions to WWE Raw to see what is going on. And this has been the Wrestling Newsroom. If you have enjoyed it, please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon, a link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I will catch you later. Bye.